So I logged into the App Store and I found this Big Games, Big Fun section. I wanted to go through what Apple is actually recommending, compare it to what Android's actually recommending, and taking the games that they recommend, throwing them on a tier list so I can see if I can recommend them for you as well, because you know, I'm always trying to bring you guys the best mobile games to try out, to play, to invest in, and really to spend your time playing. So let's dive into Big Games, Big Fun, recommended by Apple. All right, so they have this broken down really nicely in this section. A lot of these games we've played before, some we haven't. So even the ones that we haven't played, we're gonna be giving a little bit of a ranking to. Jumping into first, Roblox, which is #1 in action. Now, what I love most about Roblox is that this game is completely created by the gamer. We can create any games that we want inside of Roblox and play it with friends. There are literally hundreds of thousands of gaming experiences that you can engage in all inside of this game. It's literally endless. One of the most popular games of all time, especially amongst the youngsters, which maybe you are one of the youngsters. So this is one that you gotta go. There's nothing that I could say that would make this not an S tier game. Roblox all day long is an S tier. Pokemon Go is what we have up next. And I'll tell you, Pokemon Go is one of those games that just had that cult following. People running all around the world trying to find different Pokemon amongst their actual environment. I love that about this game because Pokemon Go is one that actually got gamers out of the chairs into the world being active. It has slowed down as of recent, in my opinion. It's not what it used to be, but really what games were able to maintain what they once were at one point in time. 4 stars on the overall reviews. The game is really epic. Again, it's another one that deserves an S tier and is well ranked and well deserved to be on this list. Wow, this list is starting out really strong. Genshin Impact, another one of the more open world action RPG style games, definitely a little bit different than others that we know or that we've played before. You know, we spend a lot of time playing Diablo Immortal on my second channel, Echo Gaming Diablo, but Genshin Impact is one of those gacha style games that is probably the best one done on mobile devices. Now, does that mean it would be your favorite? No, of course not. We all have our own different tastes, but if I'm giving you guys a general opinion, and I guess my personal opinion mixed in there as well, about these games, Genshin Impact comes in as a top tier, another one of the S tier recommendations given to us right here by Apple. Candy Crush? Really? Candy Crush? Well, of course, Candy Crush is one of the longest lasting. This is not one of your hardcore gamer style games, but if you're into puzzle style games and you're into casual style games, this is one that is the best of all time, a classic one at that, and one of the highest grossing games inside of the App Store, which is funny because it is completely free to play. You don't need to pay to progress inside of this game, yet that shows to the popularity of the game. Look at, we have 2.7 million ratings. That means a lot of people have played this game, and it's sitting at 4.7 stars. Number 13 puzzle. We are starting out with bangers right now. If you haven't played any of these games, you probably should try them if they're in the genre that you enjoy. Another S tier right here. All right, something a little newer now, Tower of Fantasy. This one is a game that has not been out as long. This is another one that's supposed to rival Genshin Impact, something that's supposed to come into the space and kind of mix it up a little bit. This is one of the newest games that we're probably going to see on today's list, and it's one that is also very well done. It has yet to prove the test of time to earn itself an S tier though for me. And because it still has Genshin Impact over its head, it has to be dropped down just one tier, dropping it down to an A tier game, because it is still going to be a really fantastic and leader in the gacha style genre. So Tower of Fantasy, we're going with an A tier. So guys, if you like recommendations for mobile games and you like knowing and maybe looking for what you should be playing next, this is a channel you should be subscribed to, because I'm bringing you guys every other day videos featuring games that you should try because they're good, and telling you which ones you should probably avoid. Wow, Clash of Clans, 2.2 million ratings, 4.8 stars. This game right here is what started this YouTube channel. 6.5 years ago, I started this YouTube channel creating content for Clash of Clans. And I did that for about 6 years. Not exclusively, but a lot of it. Thousands of videos on Clash of Clans. I did esports casting inside of Clash of Clans, and I literally quit my full-time job as a teacher because I made videos about Clash of Clans. You know how I feel about this game. It literally changed my life and is one of the best games to this day in the App Store. With that being said, it has updates coming out all the time, new town hall levels, new changes, new troops. This is nothing you can give this besides an S tier. If you don't think Clash of Clans is a best of all time, well, you just should. Call of Duty Mobile. Now, we do have Warzone Mobile coming soon, but Call of Duty Mobile is the Call of Duty right now on mobile. And I think it's done extremely well. Call of Duty Mobile brings us back to when we used to play and love games like Modern Warfare 2, which is what actually got me in love with the whole Call of Duty scene. This game is done extremely well on mobile. It is the controls, intuitive, really beautiful game. It looks great, it plays great in multiple different game modes and zombies from time to time as well. This is, in my opinion, my favorite shooter right now on mobile because it literally offers everything. I gotta go ahead and give this one an S tier, and it looks like a lot of people agree with me because out of 1.6 million ratings, it's got 4.7 stars. Royal Match, huh? Well, let's be honest here. This is one that I have not played myself. I'm not the biggest puzzler style gamer, so when a game like Royal Match comes to town, it's one that I don't spend a ton of time playing. But it does seem to be really popular. That a lot of this could have to do with the advertising and promotion around it. We need to keep that in mind as well. It seems like a little bit sketch. It's not gonna be as good as a Candy Crush, but again, you gotta take this one with a grain of salt because it's not one that I've invested a ton of time into, and Candy Crush actually is a game I've spent a lot of time into, you know, into levels 200 and such. 4.7 stars though out of 864,000 ratings, but as far as I can go, I can't say that this one can compete with Candy Crush, so we're giving it a B tier. If you don't agree, that's okay. This is all opinions. Let me know your opinion down below. Madden 23. You know when I started playing Madden? In 1993 on Sega Genesis. That's my first experience playing Madden. Now we're in Madden 23 playing it on mobile, and it's done really well here. Every single year we get updates to the game, and it essentially comes out as a new game. If you like sports games, this is one of the best in the genre overall. Gotta love it that it's easy enough to get into with a big enough learning curve so you could have some depth to your games. You could have young people playing the game as well as older people like myself playing the game, and it really is just a really enjoyable gaming experience that has the competition intertwined with a lot of fun as well. There's nothing we can say about Madden Mobile but S tier all day, every year. Oh, The Sims. This is another one I used to play, but on PC back in the day. This is a game that I would say probably plays even better on mobile because of the mobility and how you can actually, you know, get your hands on the game and be precise. I really enjoyed casual gaming in The Sims. Now, like I said, I didn't play much on mobile. I played a lot of it on PC back in the day, and it really was fun, kind of building up an alternate life without being inside of like a whole MMO RPG style game. This is a very casual version of that. With that being said, there's a massive audience for this game. Sims does what The Sims does best. No other game does what The Sims does better. What does that equal? That equals an S tier. Survivor.io. This game right here, I have seen advertised literally everywhere. On all social networks, this game has been promoted. They have a huge campaign to get people playing, which is part of the reason why I believe it has so many people playing it right now, is because of the efforts they have used to get people to actually play the game. It looks like a really fun one. I'm going to add and admit right here, this is not one that I've downloaded and played, but I do like these style games, these horde style games. I don't want to say it's tower defense because it's not, but it does give you that feel of the oncoming wave. So more of a horde style or endless battler style. I like that you have the ability to do this kind of stuff as well. And something you have to say about the developers are, if they're willing to invest this much into the advertising and getting the game out there, well, they must be very invested into the game or making money from it. I don't know. It is what it is. Very casual right here, but I think for the genre, it looks like it does it well. If you have more experience with this game than I do, let me know down below. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going out on a limb and I'm giving it an A tier. Let me know if you disagree. So we started this video out with Roblox and now we're into Minecraft, and this one is literally the same type of thing. Endless amounts of creativity can be used inside of this game. It's got endless numbers of players. Minecraft may be one of like the longest played games in history of success, especially when we're talking about people that are watching other people like YouTubers playing Minecraft and creating game modes in Minecraft. There's so much that people can do inside of this game, and really, it's another example of endless fun that you could play inside of a game. I love the creativity. Not free to play though. You got to download the game and you have to pay for that download, but you know what? It's worth it. And 569,000 ratings, 4.5 stars, all paying customers. Got to go ahead and give this one an S tier as well. What do you know? Diablo Immortal's on the list. Now, a lot of people aren't into this game because it does have pay-to-win elements. It's a pretty pay-to-win game if I'm being completely honest with you guys, but at the same time, it is the best action RPG on mobile. It is better than many action RPGs that are on PC and console as well, but it does have the pay-to-win element. You can 100% play this game 100% for free, but you will not be able to rank on leaderboards or in PvP as some of the best in the world because people who are paying are going to be able to have those spots. Some people might say that this is the reason why this is not a good game. For me, as a casual player inside of the game, I think that I have ways, many different ways that I discuss on my Echo Gaming Diablo channel, ways that you can play this game and enjoy it. I love it. For me personally, this is an S tier game, but for most people who don't like pay-to-win elements, because I don't like them either, let's be honest, I would say that comparing to other action RPGs, this one is the best, and this would be an A tier. So although I personally am in love with the game, I'm gonna kind of look through a different set of goggles. I'm gonna look through your goggles, the general gamer, and say this is an A tier game. It could be an S tier easily if they toned down the pay-to-win elements and if this was just a straight up pay for skins or even pay 10 bucks for the game type game, although we know that it wouldn't have the same popularity. No one really pays for mobile games. I don't know. A tier for Diablo Immortal, and go check out my other channel if you're into it. Clash Royale, another go-to, another staple in the industry. I played a ton of Clash of Clans. Like I said, thousands of videos. I also, on this channel right here, used to play Clash Royale and absolutely love the game. Now, I haven't played it in about a year's time, but I did spend years playing Clash Royale. It's still just as good now with many updates changing the game, including heroes, but if you're looking for a tower-style game, this isn't tower defense, but an arena tower-style game, this one does it best. There's really nothing better. Now, Blizzard is putting out a competitor to this one right now, and it's not yet out, but it will be coming. I'll be taking a look at that as well, just to see what it's all about. But for right now, Clash Royale is #1 in this genre, giving it an S tier. PUBG Mobile started the whole scene of Battle Royale on mobile. Well, for the most part, they were basically the founders of it all, although they weren't #1. They weren't the first one, but I think they were in development first. Either way, PUBG Mobile literally made esports on mobile massive. It all started with PUBG Mobile. Actually, I won the first ever PUBG Mobile tournament hosted by PUBG Mobile called Player Well Known. If you look back years ago, me and my squad were the winners of that. That was fun. But this game is fantastic. Is it as good as Call of Duty Mobile? To me, I say no, but again, that is just my perspective. I'm more of a COD guy than a PUBG guy. Also, with that being said, PUBG Mobile still earns itself an S tier. And what do you like better, COD or PUBG? Next up is Hungry Shark World, and this is a really fun casual style game where you go out as a shark and you literally eat everything. Eat to stay alive. Customize your sharks to make them stronger and live longer and do more damage to whatever gets in their way. My sons love playing this game, and I actually enjoy a little bit myself when I'm playing something super casual. Hungry Shark World takes this genre and really owns it as one of the best, and again, that's another reason why I gotta give this one an S tier. All right, can you show us all of the rankings so far? It looks like Apple did a nice job recommending most of the games that we have here today are S or A tier, which means I trust Apple and their recommendations. Of course, there's tons of other games to take a look at, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel and subscribe so you don't miss out on some of the greatest and newest games coming every single week.